You are live. Yeah, coming in. Yeah, bless. I just wanna play. Yeah, LAPD who run away. You say it's different to post in this thing, right? Yeah. Say your name. Baby, don't go flame. I just switched the lanes. Where you gonna post it? I already copied it.
Yeah, I do that too. You gotta go like this. And then you gotta go up here.
Cause I got big racks coming, I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it.
I know.
Bit lab on it until I with my coffee. Money clip by twisted out, it's big bags on big bags. Hey, I just put the link up there. Hey, y'all. Hey, Natalie. Hey, DVCP. First of all, y'all know I ain't got my glass on good.
Where's your glass?
Hey, y'all. Here's Sonya Robin. Hi. Oh, I don't know why I say Italian Queen in the building. Veronica, how y'all doing? Hey, y'all. RJ, hey Tanya, Robin, Alana, I see you in a minute. Well, my hostess with the mostest will be Shamita. Will be coming up momentarily.
They in Florida.
Shamita, I don't want to even hear about your welcome. I'm gonna be mad. I am feeling okay. I'm getting a little I just right before we started, I told baby, I said I'm ready to get to move around. I don't even care. But y'all know how your girl is. I'm scared and I'm hey Blackbird. You know, I'm cautious because I don't want to go back. Hey!
What are you doing?
Get your rock.
Boy.
Well, we are babysitting our grand puppy.
He just in everything.
And he's greedy because he's a dog. But let's get Leilani in the building.
Hey y'all.
All right. Yeah, I'm doing fine. I mean, a friend of mine, my sister told me, she said, you know what? She said, God sat you down. Because I was working every day. Hey, Mr. Montgomery. That's right, Mr. Montgomery. You just popped in. Did I ignore him for real, Leilani?
No.
I ain't think so. I know that picture. I know I won't be looking.
That's the first thing he done said.
I don't know. I just told her I was ready to get out of this bed, but my sister told me, she said, they'll sit you down. Gotta sit you down when it's time for you to get sought out. Hey y'all.
Hey Auntie, here your half.
What is that?
You half.
What's that?
It's a coconut cream pie.
Yeah. All right. So we look here. This might be this kind of sort of mukbang, but not really. Y'all know I don't mukbang, but I got my good government red robin over here. And I might eat the steak fries. I don't want to eat my food cold because a lot of time we order the food and it take a minute to get here. So
we had pizza.
Why you say it like that?
Because it was pizza.
Yeah, pizza. Was it not good pizza?
Oh, it was delicious pizza.
Oh, okay. Now,
I just spent like hours trying to find like some really good discounts on different pizza companies, and all they discounts was actually you spending a whole bunch of extra money on some nothing. So I ended up with, my normal Oklahoma go-to.
You know what? I might have gave Nick my hamburger. He might be mad because it was pineapple on my hamburger.
Ew.
Calm your nerves. Slow down. Don't talk bad. I don't think this. I think because I know to get Nick the bigger burger, but mine had. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
Miss Montgomery said he had Bojangles. We don't have Bojangles.
We don't have Bojangles.
We don't have it.
We have Bojangles and Corona. The beer. You said the beer. I was like, all right. Hey, babe.
I want to try Bojangles though. I want to try some Bojangles breakfast because my Facebook brother loves him some Bojangles breakfast. He say they got the best biscuits anywhere.
Oh, okay. I know Italian Queen. Italian Queen is written by the hamburger thing. So, okay. So, let me look and see. Hold on, y'all. Let me look and see. Because you know what? I ordered a different one. That's why. I'm so stupid. Don't worry about it. All right. Because I don't know what we're talking about. I don't know the actual title.
I just barely glanced at the title. Something about what you do with something. What's it say? When you know your spouse is cheating on you.
Yeah, I got it.
When you know, or when do you know?
No. When you know. Somebody, baby be going into different lives. Yeah, hot wings. She knows she going to different lives and stuff. So, lady called in. She been with somebody for a very long time, and he's been cheating the whole time. And I don't know who it was, but the story was, first of all, let me start by saying this. The story was they met, she is 32. He is 48. 40. He's 32. She's 32. He's 48. With a 17-year-old. Right. She's 32. He's 48. And they got a 17-year-old child, which means they were together when she was 15 years old. And
he cheating with another kid, right?
Huh?
He cheating with a kid?
No, I don't know. I mean, that's not about it. My thing was this. Let me tell y'all something. Tell y'all some good stuff. If a 31-year-old woman came over here looking for my 15-year-old son, I'm going to ask her, did she call the police on her way over here? That's number one. Number two, that's all she knew. They've been together the whole 17 years. So that's all she knew was the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm sitting there like this. Yes, they got the seasoning for the red robin. Yum. My bad. So, my thing is this. I had to say about that. Predators will get young girls, marry them, make it all official, make it all look good on paper, make it look good that a 31-year-old man is messing with a 15-year-old child, having babies as soon as they meet, and keep them. With that particular situation, that particular situation is more, he has groomed her to be a certain kind of way, so that she ain't going nowhere. If my son pulled up there, first of all, Mr. Montgomery, hey Raylo. First of all, Mr. Montgomery, it is a double standard. It is a double standard. However, you laughing and joking, but a 35-year-old woman come up to try to pick up your 15-year-old son. What the hell do your 15-year-old son got for a 35-year-old woman? Don't worry, I'll wait. Anybody tell me what a 15-year-old boy or girl got for a 35-year-old man or woman?
Energy and nothing to do.
Can't take them nowhere. Can't take them out. Can't buy them nothing. They can't even drive the damn car. Go up in the Tiffany's, they're gonna ask where your mom at. Well, they ain't got no money. They ain't got no job. So they ain't helping you pay for nothing. What does a 15-year-old girl have for a 35-year-old man? Huh?
Only thing he want, booty.
And that's all. Y'all ain't look good. Y'all look at it. He cute now. Do you want to date him? He barely bathed. I'm just playing. periodically. He ain't got no job.
Valerie said they look good. They look like kids.
They look like children. You can't take them nowhere. Who house you gonna take them over to? I don't know nothing about a parent's bird. I wasn't listening to the thing, and I mean, I don't think she went into detail about that. The parents, cause that's the first thing I said. Where her mama at? Where dad at? When she was
her mama was probably young when she had her too. And her mama was more impressed by, ooh, he gonna marry you?
You are 15. I mean, I understand that times have changed. I get that. I get the times have changed and it's not the same as it used to be. But young men have always liked older women because they can do stuff for them. Buy them shit. Old men have always liked younger women because it makes them feel strong and virile and awesome. But the reality is, these are children messing with adults. And even 4-year difference in the age of somebody you with, you can tell because you got different friends. It's a different era. Different music you had in school, different music you had in college. It's not a bad differential, but you can tell the difference. Imagine a 20-year differential. And for all the men who say, I will give my son some doubt. This is a 35-year-old woman and a 15-year-old kid. Hey, Adrian, he ain't got no stroke. You don't know what he's doing. He's 15 years old. She been on the earth twice as long as he has. And she probably got kids. So now you're 15-year-old, somebody's baby daddy. Somebody's stepdad. And you dapping that? And he gonna come on and talk about how he love. Because this old lady that showed him shit little girls his age can't show him. So now he all in love. And you sitting up there wondering, how the hell he gonna take his grandmama to the prom? It's all well and good when I'm talking about it. That's a whole different situation when you got a grown baby. But that was where we got this topic from. She know he cheating, but then she don't know what to do. Get your food, baby, and eat it.
And then on top of that, all right.
And they got 4 kids.
They got 4 kids. He has kids prior.
And he don't want to have nothing to do with the new kids.
He don't want nothing. He don't want his kids to interact with her kids, with their kids. And then top it off, she doesn't even know nothing about his side of the family. Nothing. She met his mother only one time when they got married at the Justice of the Peace, and that was it. He told her he don't want her dealing with his side of the family.
Because you can't take a 15-year-old child to your family reunion. That's your wife.
But she's 32 now, and she still can't.
And she's still that same little 15-year-old girl to her family. To his family.
The thing is, now the people he messing with are the new 15-year-old girls that he's trying to groom to figure out which one he gonna switch to.
See, this is what happened. Make him some drink. See, this is what happened.
They almost here.
When we do that thing we do with them uncles and them cousins and stuff, we don't let be around the kids. You know what I'm talking about? That one uncle. Everybody got one.
You bring that man.
Everybody got one. What Rufus is that? I couldn't think of nobody's name. So if anybody got an uncle named Rufus, that don't mean he doing that. I just couldn't think of no other name.
No, they're gonna say you just talking about my mom.
I don't know you. I can't be talking about your uncle. That's what happens when we normalize that. It's okay for him to do that. Because ain't nobody put his ass in check the first time he did. Ain't no daddy shot at his ass. Ain't no mama busted him in the head with a skillet coming there talking about his baby. That's what that happened. We normalize. Make sure they ain't in the same room. Where the kids at? Where the kids at?
She was 15.
And I think that was pissing me off because Nick 15. Nick is 15, upstairs 15.
She's 32 now, he's 48. And now he be gone all the time and she can't. But she was crying on that live stream.
Because that's all she knows. That's all she knows.
This was late at night, y'all. This is like
She was an impressionable child.
2 in the morning.
And all she knows is this one man. There's one man, think about it.
Oh, that was good.
That's all she knows. This one dude. All right, but that's where the topic came from. And I just had to say something because that
was disturbing.
That was disturbing.
And she was like really bawling and crying, like not crying but bawling, like she was crying out for help or something. I was like, let me stay right here.
But to the topic at hand, as y'all can see, I figured out how to keep my hair from shooting out the side of my ears. Just put a bonnet on. So, this one open. So to the topic.
I'm going to say my opinion is that first wife was also about 14, 15 when he married her and had that first set of kids. And then she was 15. And then the next one going to be about 14, 15 because that's what he liked. And now they can't interact because then you're going to realize she's 15 years older than you are.
Hey. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Bless his heart.
You know what Mr. Montgomery said?
Yep. Yep. That's all. I said, he the one got me talking about nickels. But yeah, it's a pattern. You like what you like. I was reading something the other day when somebody said, why do I always pick people who cheat on me? Because you like who you like. We normally have a type. We normally date the same person over and over again. Different incarnations, but the same person over and over and over again. And at some point, we got to break the cycle if we don't want to have the same result the next time. And it takes time. But that being said, the topic is, what do you do when you know your spouse is cheating? And the first thing everybody says, oh, I leave. My father man 3 years older than me. And I said, you said your daddy married 3 years older than you. Can you imagine your daddy, your mama bring somebody the same age as you into the house talking about this is my wife, this is my husband? Especially when you're a teenager. When you're young. You know what I'm saying? Baby. How to do. So, what do you do? What do you do? And be realistic. Don't sit up here and say what you think the public might want to hear you say. What would you do if you found out your spouse was cheating on you? You know?
I left.
There you go.
The first time I didn't left, but you know.
What you do? What you first time?
First time I commented about it. Second time, commented about it. Third time, I was like, you know what?
So eventually you left. What you did say something. And it's America. Mr. Montgomery. America was a country. And even in other countries, it's still inappropriate for a 31-year-old man to date a 15-year-old girl. They just do it. They allow it. I mean, other countries are cool with you marrying your mama. You have entire family bloodlines that don't leave outside of the family bloodlines. That don't add anything new into it. Thinking that because they're what's the word I'm on? They're keeping the bloodline pure. Excuse me. People say they leave and then most will stay for the kids or because they can't afford to leave because they're not financially established on their own. True that. So, but
I left for my kid because that wasn't something I wanted her growing up thinking was normal and okay.
But is that what you want for your kid? I mean, I didn't have any kids until my late 30s. So when I was dating and getting cheated on, I had no kids. So, but I stayed because I loved the person at the time. I mean, and in the beginning, I dated a lot of cheaters. My first real boyfriend, back when I was 18 years old, 1985. Just graduated from high school. Yep, I just graduated from high school. And I don't remember what. No, this guy I used to date worked with him, and I was in the hospital. I got sick, and this guy was my friend, so he knew I was in the hospital. So they were working on something, and him and my ex were working on something, and the guy was like, "You know her?" He's like, "Yeah, we used to date. That's my friend now." And yeah, she's in the hospital. So he told him I was in the hospital, told him my name. He came to the hospital to visit me. It was my first real boyfriend when I was 18 years old. I was in love. It was my first love. My very first love at 18. I was ridiculous in love. His mama loved me. I was all at his house. My mama loved him. He was all in mine. He would sleep on the floor, spend the night sometimes because he lived way out in the country. I would spend the night out there because his mama sometimes would work overnight. I mean, they knew what we was doing, but you know what I'm saying. Fast forward to our first anniversary. I found out that he was dating a woman that had 5 kids, was pregnant with the 6th child that was his. He told me she was gonna have an abortion. She didn't want more kids. The day of our anniversary, he was at the house. He brought me something, and in that time, he also told me that not only did she not have an abortion, but the child was born on our anniversary. So I was like, in my estimation, I'm first. I'm the girlfriend. You just don't, you stupid to get pregnant shit. But it's a little town, and I didn't know who it was. So one day I'm at work, and her aunt coming up, talking about what I did to her family. I was like, huh? Well, he's doing this, and he's dating my niece, and you this, and the third. And at that time, at 18, my mouth was a little reckless. But I'm at work. So I said, bitch, I don't know you. And don't come down to my job. And then the aunt want to go to talk about how she dated a married man for 12 years. I said, well, that's why your niece a hoe. Please leave my job. So I called him that day, and we got super busy. I'm on the phone taking care of customers, crying and cussing his ass out, and taking care of customers at the same time. I'm 18. I had much better brain power back then. But I stuck it. I stuck it out for a few months. And after a while, I just couldn't do it. I said, no, I'm too cute for this shit, and eventually we broke up. But I stuck it out before. Made allowances. I wouldn't do it now. But I stuck it out before. There didn't want no kids involved. I just was in love. But he wasn't my husband. And we ain't got no kids. What do you do when you find out your spouse is cheating on you? Oh. It is the fire. Women say they will leave, but it happens. When it happens, it's different, right? Oh, we talking good ass game, baby. We cussing and got our hands on our hips and showing out. But at the end of the day, we sit there and cry. He say he ain't never gonna do it again. And there we go. Looking like Willie Lump Lump. When the next girl call your phone and knock on your door, or some random asshole come pick him up in front of the house. You ain't saying nothing so you can give him permission. Hold on. Asian means people can say they will leave, but most will stay for the kids because they can't afford to leave because they're not financially established on their own. And guess what? A lot of serial cheaters will do that. Nah, baby, you ain't got to work. You stay home, take care of the kids. I take care of everything. What's mine is yours. And guess what? When you ain't got no money of your own, it's hard to say goodbye. They know that. Yep. And sometimes if you've been married or dating or married to somebody for a long time, and that's all you know, like that young lady, that's all you know. Especially facts, Italian, especially when you're financially dependent on him, you ain't worked in over 10 years because you've been a housewife, you don't know how the skills to get a job. See, there lies the problem. We can't. As much as I thought I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and all that stuff, I done did it. I stayed at home 6 months with Nick. I've been in the house 3 months now. I want to go somewhere anywhere. Especially, even in the situation now, I want to have my own money, even though I don't have to worry about that. Valerie said she would ask questions and see if he's going to lie about it. Yeah, no problem. Probably gonna lie about it. Probably gonna say, no. I don't know what you're talking about. That wasn't me. Okay. I mean, I don't know. I know how much I love DC, so I don't know what to tell you. I would hope that she has enough respect for me that I don't ever have to find that out. But my kid is about to be 18 in a couple years. I don't think I'd be here. I'm not 100% sure, but I just don't think I would stay. Let me see. Now you can not only financially but mentally too, because he was always your go-to when you had problems, right? And I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say all men are predators, but there are out there, and a lot of them hide behind the guise of a nice guy and a kind of guy you want to marry, and then you get married, and he's everything you want. You ain't gotta work. Everything you want, everything you need, right there, except for him. This is a one hair that won't come out. Sorry, y'all. Man, get everything you need, everything you want. Money, things, beautiful house. You can shop all day. But you ain't got the one thing you married, him. What do you do? What do you do when you don't have, what do you do when you married the money and things? And not the person? Because the one thing you want out of the whole marriage still was your husband. Or for you house husbands, your wife. What do you do when you're not getting what you want? Huh? Babe? She was like that.
You gotta call Mark.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody else said nothing. I've always believed that you can do bad on your own. You can be sad and not fulfilled and everything on your own. I'm gonna take it a step further. What do you do when you find out he is cheating on you with a ooh? Oh, I call the police. It's scary when you've been with him for years. It's like, where do I go? What do I do? You feel stuck sometimes. Hey, Miranda. I know, but it's stuck more important than yourself? You know what I'm saying? Is the stuck and does change is not super easy. I get that. Change is not easy. Um and a lot of people resist it and fight it. But do you sit there and you just close your eyes and be like, well, he pays the mortgage and I got a new car and I got all the things I want. I can let him have his girlfriend or girlfriends, boyfriend, depending. You can flip that over to a woman because there are men that are house husbands, stay at home, wife, win everything, and do the same thing as cheating is cheating. It's not a gender thing. It's just I'm a cheater thing, and a man and a woman can be that just as much as a man. But at what point do you become more important than the things that this person has provided for you? At what point do you realize that you married things and not a person? Hey, this is Lynette. At what point is that more important? I mean, I think it should always be more important.
What's that?
I mean, and I don't think cheaters come after marriage. I think I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, cowboy.
He said they didn't have no pineapple.
Well, you know why? Because y'all know this thing I didn't do with it. I ordered on the app. I had set up the order on the app, and then I set up the order on the DoorDash, and I went back to the DoorDash and then changed the order on the DoorDash. Or what if he admits he is cheating on you, but wants to have her as a second wife? What? Wait, that's a whole. I don't know. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little truth. It's got the onion strings on it. Let me tell you a little truth. Everybody say I want my husband or wife to tell me the truth, the honest truth, 100% of the time. No, the hell you don't. Don't come tell me no dumb shit like you want another wife. If I didn't sign up for that shit before we got married, you know I'm not about to sign up for it now. Keep that shit to yourself. If you can't cheat good enough for me not to know about it, don't do it. Break up with me. Don't come in here thinking that you gonna testify and confess like me in the church and tell me all this stuff, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, ooh, I love you for being honest. Sure, you can have a girlfriend. No. When you know your worth and you know you deserve better, period. Yes, but you should go into that shit deserving better. How many people know somebody? How many people know somebody who married somebody who cheated on them before they got married? Leilani?
Say that again.
Know somebody who cheated on them before they married this person.
Yep.
Everybody in the chat, put a one up if you know somebody who married somebody who cheated on them before they married. Who thought a wedding band and a little service was going to change their cheating ways. No. I bet if y'all think back in y'all head, just about everybody in this chat can think of somebody who married somebody who cheated on them, thinking that wedding band or that diamond engagement ring was going to automatically turn them into a non-cheater. Yeah?
That happened to me.
I ain't cheat on you?
They think the marriage is gonna do it, and they think the having a baby will do it.
The one with the boys started cheating.
Oh yeah.
She cheated, and then she was like, this before we could get married. At the time, you can make a
Commitment, yeah.
She was like, let's do a commitment ceremony. I'm like, looking at her like, fool, you think I'm boo-boo?
All right, she dated somebody who, after she got caught cheating, because DC is Inspector Gadget. So after she caught her cheating, she said, well, we can have a commitment ceremony, because this was before we could get married legally. We can have a commitment ceremony, and everything will be better. I just meant I've been a cheater, and I've been cheated on too. But what I realized is he wasn't the guy for me. I think that's kind of what it boils down to. People always say, can you be in love with two people at one time? I believe the answer is no. I think you can love more than one person. But I think that the fact that you find different things that you love in each person means you haven't found the one person that you're in love with. I don't think you can be.
What about in my situation that me and another girl, we surely in love with each other. But due to the fact that the mama didn't agree to our relationship, she threatened her. Rest of her soul, she passed away, but she threatened to take her house, her kids. It was a lot. She threatened a whole lot.
Well,
so
hey.
So I moved on, but we still love each other.
Well, I mean, love is okay. All right. Love is not enough, y'all. Love is not enough to sustain. Blackbird said, I would never marry anyone who has cheated on me before we got married. This is Lynette said, I've been the cheater, and I've been cheated on too, but I realized he wasn't the guy for me. Asia said, yeah, because in his mind, okay, I won't cheat on you with Tasha no more. I will do what you wish. I would just cheat on you with Keisha. Like all they do is switching partners. I was talking to my coworker today. But she needs to vent, and she needs me to play mom, which I don't mind doing. That's what I was at work. I was everybody's mom. That problem came to me, relationship, whatever. Just because I ain't gonna lie to you about yourself, but I also ain't gonna let nobody else lie to you and make you feel some kind of way. So,
hey, push the invite button to invite me.
Okay.
Know how to do it?
I think I got it. No, maybe not there. Let's go. You hit the. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Oh, my bad. Anybody want to jump on the panel? Y'all jump on. I don't think you. Yeah. I don't think it. Yeah. I don't think you can love two people. You can't be in love with two people at the same time. It's like I told Amy, baby. Love is not enough to sustain a relationship, and you loved her, but it wasn't enough love because her mama couldn't take her kids. Her mama could threaten all she wanted to. Her mama couldn't take her kids just because she wanted to date you. She couldn't. She would have to be doing something outrageous, and just being gay was not outrageous enough to get your kids taken. So, a lot of mamas said that. Man. It's a few people that tried. But no. I've been told my mama, well, I tell you what you want him. I bet you don't want him for real. You just lying.
So how can you stay? Like some people know their partner or spouse is a cheater. How you stay with them like that?
Because you knew that was a cheater when you met him. Because okay, for everybody who's been cheated on, let me ask y'all a question. Because maybe it's just me. Did you feel something? You knew something wasn't quite right, but you ignored it because of how you felt about that person. But you knew that it didn't take 2 hours to come from their job to home. Or you knew that they weren't in the store that long. Or you knew that they went in no dude's house till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Because the dude they talking about got a woman that live in the house with him. But you ignored it, or you justified it, or you qualified it. You knew.
See, I felt it and I knew, but I didn't justify it or qualify it. I said it. I know where you were.
But you stayed. That's what I'm saying. Just in his mind, not in your mind. In your mind, there's no justification. But in the other person's mind, she know it don't. She know I ain't in no store. She know I ain't at Paul's house. She know how long it take me to get home from work.
That'd be at Walmart.
And she said, okay. He know my homegirl couldn't be out that long because her boyfriend crazy to he. So in their mind, the cheater mind, you have given them permission now. Everything is bright and lovely. Yes, a gut feeling in your stomach. You felt, even when they didn't say nothing, even when they hadn't made it home yet, you felt something wasn't right in that little moment. I felt it. But I ignored it because I love them. And they said, I have had 2 people that said they were deeply, passionately, madly in love with me, stalkery in love with me, married somebody else while they was with me. I knew, told him when he lied, I burnt the clothes and shoes up.
She was that movie. What's that movie?
She went straight left eye. She went left eye, burnt this shit up, and damn near burnt down the house. Oh, no, that was waiting to exhale.
Oh, yeah, that was that. Threw that shit up and walked away. That's crazy. That's really crazy. Anybody want to get on the panel, tell your story? You might want to share your story so other people can, they might be feeling the same way or they might be going through it. Jump on the panel. Don't be afraid to get up there and tell your story.
Blackbird said, I'm looking for my phone. I don't know why I'm trying to look on that. I got a whole phone.
Yeah. You want me to read it?
What Asia say?
He said he came home to ashes.
Asia, I got to scroll back up for Asia. Asia said something a long time ago.
Yeah, right above Keisha.
She said, girl, that woman intuition is on point. That cheat meter go off, beep, beep, beep.
Oh, yeah. All right. Bird said, when you're young and in love, you don't. And don't when the same love is blind, it's real. The song When a Man Loves a Woman, one verse said, loving eyes can't never see. Yep. Yeah, my ex-boyfriend did it to me and I would put him out for good. All right. He said he came home to ashes.
See, for me, the first time I was pregnant, I was real pregnant. I was about 8 months the first time.
Hey, LaRonda.
And he had called and said that one of his friends was getting married and they was doing the bachelor party, so he'd be home late.
Okay.
All right. And then when he came home, he was like, tomorrow we gotta go see what was the name of that movie? Lady in the Water. And I'm like,
I ain't never heard that, right?
You don't never want to go see no movie, number one. And I'm like, he gonna be specific about a movie. And I'm like, okay, so he took somebody to a movie tonight and now he decided that I should see that movie. So now tomorrow we got to go to this movie. Like, I just knew that's what it was. And I'm like,
that's messed up. Don't do that. Don't come take me to the movie you just took your bitch to.
And that's what he did. Next day we had to go see the movie. And I'm like, what's the point? You just watched it. Like, for what?
Wow, so when he cheated, get them grits ready. You play grit ball.
And then the second time I told you that was the woman that came to the door looking for him and she didn't know his name, so I gave her the phone number. And then the third time was that crazy woman that was sending the messages and stuff and sending me emails. But that's when I left, because at that point, that's when I had Rayon. And after that, I was like, I don't want Rayon to think that this is normal, so this ain't gonna work.
Yeah, that's what I think. Just like I think kids shouldn't be in our business, and I think that kids should also see loving relationships. I also don't think that keeping their mama and daddy around after they have hurt you is good for them, because you don't act the same. It's a different air, it's a different atmosphere, it's just a different everything. And kids could tell. It's just different from how you act when you're in love and how you act when you just hoping that they hurry up and grow up so you can get the hell on. It's never okay for your kids to sit up there and not see you loving the parent. Now, I would rather be a single parent than drag my kids through late nights coming in. You know, they hear his ass coming in or hear her coming in. I'd rather be a single parent than to drag my kids through. Mama got to go in the bathroom. Daddy always in the bathroom on the phone. Mama standing at the door. Mama always going through daddy's phone. Kids see everything we do. All that shit we think kids don't see, they see everything we do. Can quote it back to us like they did a paper or some shit on it.
See, and he had that last one, that crazy woman. She was bashing out windows. She was doing the most. And I was like, nah, see, because just imagine if I was still with that man right now, and now we got some chick all in the yard knocking on the door, breaking windows. No, absolutely not. My kids ain't gonna think that's normal. No, that's not what people do. No.
At some point. And then people like, relationships are work. You got to work at them every day. It's a struggle. No, you're in the wrong relationship.
Yeah, that's something you need to let go. If it's a fight to do it, that's not, no.
You're in the wrong relationship, y'all.
It's supposed to be easy. You're supposed to you just meld together and life just moves like it's supposed to.
Now you're gonna have your time. You're gonna have your time. You're gonna have your. Oh, I wish they stopped chewing or breathe. You gonna have them, especially when you be with somebody for a long time. But it ain't a struggle. It ain't hard. When you start going home because your clothes live there, when you start going home because you just paid the rent and you ain't got no money to get a hotel, when you ain't going home to see your wife or your husband, hey, fatty child. When you ain't going home because your home is the place to be for you, the only place you want to be right now is at your house. You look forward to going home as soon as you get to work. Then you might be going to the wrong home. You might want to think about it. Asia, does it matter what kind of cheater he is? Meaning you okay to sneak and cheat and you're good at it? I don't know about it. And now you got this chick coming to my house to job. And no, it don't matter what kind of cheater he is.
Ain't none of it okay.
No, ain't none okay. What I said about earlier about that lie, stop lying and saying you want the truth. Because when he tell you the truth, you're going to think he lying. And then you're going to go, well, what's her name? Well, where y'all do it at? Did y'all do it in my bed? Has the bitch been in my car? Has she seen my kids? Now, then you got him lying about everything else. All you know for sure is that he was cheating on you. But then after he tells you that, nothing he tells you is going to be the truth. So if you ask him, if you ever slept with somebody else in my bed and he say no, you're going to think he lying.
Asia, the thing about what you said is it's the same cheater because he sneak and cheat and you don't know nothing about it. And then you said the woman come to your house. Well, you didn't find out because of him. That's the woman. So
Because
she was out and couldn't keep a secret. He kept the secret just fine.
Because eventually he gonna catch the wrong girl.
Yeah, he just got the wrong one,
on
and
you
then
with
she
the
was like,
wrong person. Eventually he gonna cheat on you because most serial cheaters, they need a person at home. They need a woman or a man at home, somebody to hold the house down, pay the bills, take care of the kids. That's what they need. But that doesn't stop them from being single. Okay? And
the only thing that'll work is if both of y'all, if you have an open relationship, both of y'all agree that both of you sleep with whoever the heck you want to, and then ain't neither one of you cheating because it was an agreement.
Then y'all know, shoot. You a hoe, I'm a hoe, let's hold together. Let's hold together. What? My bad. I'm sorry.
Molly, DC, why you hushing her?
I'm just, look here. To each his own. Let me start with that. To each his own. If being married and being somebody's spouse is more important to you than your own sanity and your own self-worth and how you feel about you, then by all means, if he or she is paying the bills and taking care of the business and taking care of home, and that's all you were focusing on right now, then by all means, ignore him. Don't ask him where he been. Don't ask him what he doing. Don't ask him where he going. And don't get mad if he tell you. Because he already told you what he wants you to know. And you sitting there and you cool with that because of the materialistic things and the tangible things that you can hold in your hand. Because you can't hold love in your hand. You can't hold peace in your hand. So if you cool with all that,
they like that in the South too, Asia. That's not just a New York thing. It's plenty women in the South to say, as long as he private, it's cool.
Yeah.
They don't want him. They don't want him anyway. They want the house they in, the car they driving, the stuff. They don't care. But that's the difference. If that's what you want, it's fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna put both y'all. And when I say bitch, I mean man and woman. Ladies and gentlemen, if that is the situation you got with your husband or wife, I am awesomely cool with that. However, know that there's a bitch out there that wants your place. And one day, your spouse is going to fuck her. Don't leave. There's somebody out there that wants to sit at home and not work, drive a new car, put their nice new jewelry on Facebook. Their kids got everything. Their kids got they got 3 PlayStation 5s in the house because he PlayStation 5 too.
You know, there's a whole lot of sugar babies / mistresses in the world. He come to them for the fun stuff he want to do, and then he go home to his wife and his kids for the family stuff.
But there he is.
And the wife is fine with it. And the mistress is fine with it.
Yep. But he is gonna fuck one of them. She is gonna fuck one of them. And then one day you're gonna wake up and the tires gonna be flat on your car. Or the window's gonna be busted out his car. They ain't gonna mess with your car. And then some girl gonna knock on your door. Some dude gonna ring your phone and tell you where your spouse was last night at around 8:37 p.m. They're gonna make your life a living hell. Because they don't look no different from the regular side pieces. Ain't no sign on them saying, oh, I'm coming for what she got. Ain't no sign on them saying, oh, I'm about to get that. No sign. They look good, they smell good, they look different than you, they smell different than you, they got a different walk than you got, they got a little more stank in them, a little more perv in them. But that's all to get what you got, not just to get some dick or some coochie. And one day you're going to be at your house watching your big 100-inch TV, telling your Roomba to vacuum the house, and you're going to get one of these at the door. And it's going to be Betty. Shirley, this is Betty. One day it's going to be one of them. I don't care. Let me tell you something. Every time you bring the wrong person up in your house and have the pictures of your happy family up there and see on that person put themselves in each one of them pictures and knocking your spouse out and their faces in the picture, smiling with the kids on the beach, on the boat, on the cruise, in the store, in the mall, at the park. Those pictures are just future. Now you done gave this person permission to cheat. Remember that. You think you have it. You think that when you said the vows, that shut off the cheating vein, that nipped it in the bud. You know, like when you go get a vasectomy or get your tubes tied, you thought you tied that cheating vein off. You didn't do nothing to that cheating vein. That cheating vein is there, throbbing, just waiting to be used. Because they cheated on you before you got married. 2 of them kids, you've been with her for 6 years, and 2 of them kids under the age of 5 ain't yours. You've been with him 10 years, and he got 5 baby mamas with kids under the age of 5. But you walk down that aisle. You show them pictures all proudly. You all on Facebook talking about me and my baby this, Instagram, me and my baby that. When there's some girl or some dude looking at them pictures going, I got the same pictures on my Instagram. Except you ain't into them. Now, like I said, I don't know what I would do if that were to come to me in DC. I don't know. I can't tell you that I couldn't get up and walk away now if I wanted to. But I'm just saying. When I could, I can't tell you what I'm going to do. Because I've been in that situation and I have gotten up and walked away and I have stayed. I've done them both. But this is my wife. She's never been a spousal situation. I made vows to her the day I met her, actually. I told her I wasn't going nowhere, so you take time to do what you got to do. It ain't just serious. After you get a certain age, I just don't think it's that serious. I don't think you should be in your late 30s and your early 40s hoeing that much. That's what you're young. That's what your 20s is for. That's what my 20s was for. In my early 30s. I ain't had no kids. That's what my 20s. My early 30s was for. Figuring out what I wanted. Figuring out where I wanted to be. Figuring out who I was. At 37, I became a mama. At 53, I became a wife. But after a certain age, all that dipping and dabbing, that ain't what's happening. And don't let me start about pastors cheating on their wife. Oh my God. Emran, hey, they men too. But they're going to preach to you that church cheating. Yeah. Okay, Keish. First of all, you know I don't watch The Real Housewives, but my wife does. So they had the reunion. And one of the housewives is married. One of the housewives is divorced and now dating her ex-husband who cheated on her. So when that girl said, when that girl said, you up here lying about Pastor Holy Host slinging his big dick all through the congregation, I was like, I couldn't even make the sign of the cross fast enough because I just felt I was going to hell listening. Yeah, church is another place. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Pastors, reverends, deacons, all them, they are men and women. They are men and women. They are not gods. They are not saints. They are not angels. They are not fairies. They are not unicorns. They are men and women. And a man or woman pastor can be tempted and cheat and be a hoe just as much as I can't think of no jobs right now. Just as much as a doctor, lawyer, police officer, Indian chief, whoever. We have got to stop putting religious people in the religious profession because they make it a profession now. It's supposed to be a calling, from what I understand. You are called to the pulpit. You are called to the Bible. You are called to God. It's supposed to be a calling. But as you've seen in these past few years, they have made, hey Phyllis, they have made it a profession. It started with Reverend Knight. Anybody else, I don't know how old everybody is in the chat. However, I'm 53 years old. And Reverend Knight used to be on my TV at 1 o'clock in the morning. Back in the 80s and the 70s. Look him up. Google Reverend Knight. Reverend Knight said that God wants me to have these Cadillacs. God wants me to wear these diamonds. And it is up to you to send your last dollar to make sure I do. This ain't new. People look at, they put pastors and reverends on pedestals and they give them things that they're not worthy of. And then get mad when they act like a regular person. I know a pastor whose wife was dying. And he was cheating on her the whole time. In the pulpit. Every Sunday preaching about sin and adultery and the commandments and everything. Cheating on his wife, first lady of the church, was by his side every Sunday with the women in the church. So imagine being the first lady of a church and the women and men that you're supposed to counsel over, that you're supposed to be the leadership in the church look up to, but they sleeping with your husband. Yep. See your prayer cloth. Pastor John Gray. Yep. The pastor that was killed in the church. Yep. Make no mistake about it. Pastors, preachers, deacons, everybody that calls church their job are just people. Now, are they are called to spread the word of God to the public? Maybe. I don't know what's in their heart, but I know they're regular people. And they're subject to the same thing the regular people are subject to. I've seen pastors that were bisexual, used to keep his wife knocked up, and he dated every choir director we had. Mm-hmm. Cheating is I mean, because in some cultures, monogamy is not practiced. In some cultures, you have multiple spouses. Mostly it's men have multiple wives. Not a lot of cultures do you see it the reverse and women have a lot of husbands. Mostly it's a lot of wives. Leilani, didn't one of your somebody you dated? You
My
tell me,
ex-husband, he's Muslim.
huh?
Nigerian and Muslim, my ex-husband.
Right. Can you tell me about that? Yeah. So in
Yeah, he
some
was married and he was married in Nigeria and then came over here and he married me and I didn't know he was married.
So in some cultures, monogamy ain't a thing. Church has become enemy of money and members only. Quit playing my emotions, spoke at bird. I love you for that. What I don't understand about pastors and churches and things like that is, especially during this time, you have billion-dollar church homes, mega churches, still asking these people who are dying from COVID, who can't go to work for money every day, but you living in a multi-million-dollar home with millions of dollars worth of cars in the yard. Your kids have never went to a public school. You buy your wife a Lamborghini truck when you cheat, like you a football or basketball star. But I have not heard one of them come out and say, well, we're going to make sure these people over here eating. We're going to make sure all these bills are paid over here. We're going to make sure we keep these roofs over these people's houses. Not one of them, but they will get up on stage and preach about what the Lord said. And if you send me $29.99, I will send you this cloth that I bless and you can wear it. But for a lot of people, $29.99 is all they got. And they got to ask for $20 more from somebody else to get to the $29.99. I believe in a higher power. I believe that there's so much more out there than we are, but I do not believe in the men and women that get up in my face and tell me how I'm supposed to understand the Bible. This is what this means. This is what this means to you. Because to me, love thy neighbor means love thy neighbor. That's all it means. The commandments mean what they say. In the beginning meant in the beginning. I can see that. But what are you going to do with this? And do you know how many young people sit in awe of these men and women and are taken advantage of? I'm going to be a pastor's wife someday. Why? At least the one church I went to asked each member to donate whatever your rent and mortgage was for the month to the church. Well, how was I supposed to pay my rent and mortgage?
God was going to bless you.
Joel Osteen got $4.4 million in COVID relief, even though he does not pay any taxes on any of the money that he gets, even though he did not open up his doors, even though he has not passed out $1, even though he is still asking for money every time he gets on the TV. Now, right then, I did that like the pastors do, because I can show you how anybody can get up there and change the inflections in their words and have you believing what they're saying. They ain't got to believe it, but they're the kind of person that can make you believe it. And there you are, scraping up your pennies, adding up your quarters, asking your neighbor for $1 because you need this prayer cloth that is going to bring you wealth, fortune, and health.
What did they tell you? He gonna bless you 10 times over. Mm-hmm. Go ahead. What's that rent money? You're gonna get 10 times what you need to cover that rent.
For $19.99, I will send you a bottle of this blessed holy oil. You know what I can do? I can take some water and some oil to the Catholic Church and get a nice priest to just bless it. Hallelujah, and go on out the door.
For $20
for the free.
Oh.
No, not the Catholic Church.
Now,
hold on. Don't.
For $20, I need your bag of weed and you be healed.
Probably weed will do you better. But Catholic Church church. I'm the richest church in the world. The richest church in the world. Vatican City is the richest sovereign state in the world, and it is no bigger. It's not as big. I don't know. Vatican City is not as big as DC. The cloaks you see, the crowns you see them wearing, the staffs you see them carrying, that's gold. And ain't no paint. That's not no spray. That's gold. The goblets of silver and gold, those are jewels in there. And then you look across the congregation. You look out into the sea of people who are looking towards someone to give them hope. How would you know? That's what you don't think. Someone to have faith in. And you see them and they sit there in awe of this person. Because in their mind, this person is telling them what God said. And the women are looking up. They look over them. Thank you, Phyllis.
I just don't understand why people choose to cheat.
Because that's who you are. I mean, it's not a choice. I mean, it's a choice. Cheating is a choice, but that's who you are. That's kind of got it. It's like I said, it doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a bad spouse. It makes you a bad girlfriend or boyfriend. A cheater is not a bad person. It is a bad aspect of your personality. Now, it could be a whole asshole from beginning to end.
Right, but
that's just who you are.
I just don't understand. I mean, I've been cheated on so many times, it don't make sense. But
you had multiple girlfriends and boyfriends when you was in high school. When you was in college, you had a girlfriend, but you also had a couple other girlfriends. You had a boyfriend at home, but you also had this dude that you was doing it with up here.
That's crazy.
It's kind of who you are, but like I said, that doesn't mean it makes you a bad person. I don't think that cheating makes you a bad person. I think that it makes you a bad boyfriend or a bad girlfriend or a bad husband or a bad wife. But I don't think it makes you a bad person because
we only got three. There's only three people.
They don't make you bad.
It just makes you a person who is not meant to be monogamous. So
if you are not meant to be, and here's nothing.
Just agree not to do that.
Don't do it.
Yes.
There's nothing.
You don't have to be monogamous. Don't do it. Don't get in a relationship.
Don't get a wife or a husband.
Be free.
That's what I don't understand. My understanding is not about the cheating. That's not what I don't understand. If you know that you are not satisfied with one person in your life, if you know you ain't never had one girlfriend or one boyfriend at a time, if you know if you're a woman and you know you done always had one dude for this, one dude for that, one dude for this, one dude for that, you a dude that has always had Chili the girlfriend, the girl next door girlfriend, if you know that, stay single. Like Blackbird said, stay single. You don't have to marry nobody. You don't have to do that. Society makes people feel like they have a clock and the clock is ticking. For women, if women don't have a kid by a certain age, it used to be you were a spinster or nobody wanted you. If you were a man, you could go a little bit longer, but as a man, you're supposed to have a family and support your family and take care of your family. But then reality kicks in and you kind of like being a hoe. But society keeps telling you, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to be this, you got to have 2.5 kids, a dog, 2 cars, and a picket fence. So you go get a girlfriend that you think your mom and your folks will like. You go get a boyfriend that your parents approve of. But in the back of your head, you cheating on him in your head right now while you in there with your mom and them. Stay single. If you want more than one person in your life at a time, find somebody else who does. People, there are so many different kinds of people in the world that you don't have to just stick with one.
Just be a swinger.
If you know that if you're bisexual and you know you like boys and girls, date boys and girls. Don't marry nobody until you know you're ready to only be with that one boy or girl. And if you don't think you'll ever be ready, guess what? Do you know there are millions of people who are the same as you? That don't mind having a girlfriend? That don't mind sharing? Find them people. If you live in a place, if your culture, like Lennon was talking about, your culture dictates that you can have wives and the more the merrier. Don't drag somebody else into your culture that's not theirs, and then expect them to be okay when you still do what you want to do. Case in point, we watch 90 Day Fiance. We only watch the pillow talk because I like when couples sit on there and talk about stuff, because we be talking about stuff and it's just funner that way. 2 women, old white women, old as me, when it got 2 young black men under the age of 30. They in their 50s. Both of these young men were under the age of 30. Under the age of 30. With no kids. And they over there mad and pissed off because they can't have kids now. And the parents of the man is like, well, he can have many wives as he wants. He can have kids with the other one. They like, he can't have no more wives other than me. Don't go your ass to Africa telling them folks what to do. Don't kill your ass over there thinking that because you're American, they're going to stop being African. Or they're going to stop honoring their culture. Don't do that. Because you don't want them to come over here and you know you're monogamous. And don't make them come over here and try to be something they're not. Just like that famous Maya Angelou quote, when someone tells you who they are, believe them. Right. When someone, let me tell you, somebody going to tell you who they are. At some point, they told you who they were. They not only told you, but they showed you. Baby, clock out. They not only told you, but they showed you. They showed you who they were. But instead of believing what they said, instead of believing what they did, you decide that you know better. So, yes, he cheated on me. But if I can stick it out long enough, he'll stop. Or if we'll get married, when we get married, he won't do it anymore. Or when he becomes a father, he'll stop doing it. No, he won't. You've been calling this girl a hoe, and she been doing it. Now, I personally don't give a shit if you call me a hoe, because I'm grown, I can do what I want to do. And I think all that hoe talk is just you being mad because she don't really want you like that no more. But whatever. When she showed you, you wasn't the only dude. When she showed you, she did not want to be locked down. But you wanted to do it, so you gave an engagement ring. You knocked her up. Lo and behold, 5 years later, the baby don't look like you. She told you who she was. Don't be mad when you got who she was. That's the thing. Up until a certain point, it is their fault. After a while, you can't blame them no more. And I'm going to tell you why I say that. Y'all dating. Y'all ain't married, so he is free. Yeah. You two are free to do whatever you want to do. You free to cheat, he free to cheat. It's frowned upon because y'all are dating. It's frowned upon because y'all got kids, but y'all ain't married yet. And people will tell you, if you ain't married, you're still single. People will tell you that. Hey, plans time. People will tell you. You ain't married, still single. So everything he used to do and she used to do when y'all were dating, and then you go along and you stick it out, stick it out, stick it out. That's still their fault. Because they could have left you alone. Y'all wasn't in no marriage. Y'all didn't have to go get no divorce and no shit like that. You could have went your way, he could have went his way, and you could have found somebody else. But instead, you get pregnant, hoping that would make him act right. Now all you got is a baby daddy. Or you give her a beautiful engagement ring, hoping that she will see how serious you are about her. Now she just got a pretty ring. So you get married. You married the person that they were the day before the marriage. And the day after the marriage, no special blast of love light hit them and changed them. They're still the same person. At some point, you have to take responsibility for that. I know he was cheating, but I know she was seeing somebody else, but I thought when we got married, she wouldn't do that no more. I thought when we got married, he would see how much I love him. At some point, we got to take responsibility for what we allow people to do to us. Because you allowed that. There were no consequences to their actions. They knew you weren't going nowhere, so they didn't feel the need not to do the thing that hurt you the most, going outside of their relationship. Because quiet as it's kept, when you find out that your significant other is seeing somebody and having sex with somebody else and confiding in somebody else, then, right. It is a pain that you can't imagine. But they still doing it anyway. Blackbird said, if you're in a committed relationship, that's one thing, but he and she explains that I see other women and men and you're all right with that, then hey, ain't no problem. He won't leave me. But see, that's the thing. You say that, and in their mind, they say it. But the reality is that you ain't all right with it. You act like you're all right because you think if you stick around long enough and have enough babies and buy enough jewelry, that it'll be okay, that eventually this person will see you for the amazing spouse that you are. When in reality, if they didn't see you for the amazing boyfriend and girlfriend that you were, the amazing fiance that you were, you definitely not going to be seen as an amazing spouse. You have to take responsibility for your own happiness. It is nobody's job in this world to make you happy. No other person's job in this world to make you happy. You have to take control of your own happiness. You cannot leave that in the hands of somebody who is not you. Your peace, your joy, your bliss, that person may be a part of it, but you can't rest that burden on anybody's shoulders. Well, if you ain't all right with it, then you will suffer the consequences. Yep. That's what I'm saying. At some point, we have to take responsibility for the pain that is caused to us, because quiet as it's kept, we allowed it to be caused. People marry the wrong all the time, eyes wide open. We can't change someone that don't want to change. Working on ourselves is a full-time job, truth be told. Can the church? Yes, the church says amen. Hallelujah. Sure did. It is. You got to find your own peace, joy, and bliss within yourself. And then when that happens, when you do that, people, Baby, can't no man or woman take that from you. Can't no man or woman steal it. You see them coming and you put your hand up and you put your fingers up like they're a vampire. Back off, demon. They can't nobody mess with that. It is nobody else's job to make you happy. They may make you happy, but it ain't their job. Because can you imagine having to be on point all the time because somebody else's happiness is tied up to you? You got to be 100% on point all the time, because if not, you're going to disturb this person's happiness or peace. Imagine the shit that weighs on somebody's shoulder like that. The only time you are someone's throwing garlic, the only time you are someone's everything is the child your ass bring into this world. I told my friend that today too. The only person, hey, bow ties, the only person that you are 100% responsible for their welfare, day-to-day happiness and love is the child that you bring into this world. And then when they old and grown and out your house, you go back to not giving it. You go back to demon. I don't care if I had you. Back up, back up. Go to your house. Don't come in with that crazy. Yes, when you are proud, when you know you, and you ain't got to be the prettiest thing, you ain't got to be the smartest thing, you ain't got to be the wealthiest thing, but when you are good with you, when the sum of your parts, when you finally, when all your little pieces click, and you realize I am who I am, this is who I'm going to be, and damn it, I'm good with me. I have done things in my past. I have said things. Shit, I'm probably going to say some things later on. But I am 100% good with me. I'm good with Lisa. I know I have done things. I have seen things. I have had things done to me. And all those things made me who I am. Hey, Snoopy. And I used to look in mirrors and I used to, hey, Karen. And I used to go, I wish I looked like this person. I wish I was skinny like that person. At one point, I wanted to be darker because my grandmother was. I didn't want to be so different looking than everybody else. Hell, when I started going out to clubs, I didn't want as much ass as I got. But at some point in my life, it clicked. And I realized I'm all right. This is who I am. Bad or good, up or down, in or out. This is who I am. Take it or leave it, baby. And at that moment, I can do bad by myself. I'm not going to sit up there and let nobody have me back to where I could not function. To where if I thought you did something, I was crying. To where I looked in the mirror and did not see the beautiful soul that is in me. Because while I may be a bitch sometimes, and have to catch myself when I'm talking. If I can help you, I will. I'm going to lift you up every time we come on here. I'm not going to let you leave this live without knowing that you are worthy of everything you want. You deserve everything. It is not selfish for you to take care of yourself instead of taking care of somebody else. Huh? Yes. Tell Zeke I said hi. Anyway. You understand what I'm saying, y'all? You are 100% deserving of the things you want. You do not have to feel bad if you are not getting something from a relationship. You do not have to double up your efforts. Hey, Tails. You do not have to double up your efforts to make somebody happy. You feel me?
Whose sister?
I think we also, as women, need to address not only the self-esteem, but also the financially independent. Get some skills. You can do it. You can have your own money. Don't be held mentally. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with Asia for a second. Yes, ladies, you can be anything you want to be. You can be a stripper. If you fine as hell and you can shake your ass right, you better put your 13-inch heels on, grab some grease and a pole, and make your money, baby. Everybody sits up here and says, that's demeaning. Not if you want to do it. Snoopy said, hey, baby.
Hey, what's up?
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Snoopy? Snoopy.
Get your money. Get your paper, baby. Don't let anybody hold you hostage. Don't let your family hold you hostage. I'm not even going to go with a spouse or significant other. Don't let your family hold you hostage.
DC KOOLAID is Lisa's wife, Snoopy.
Oh, she said my sister?
Yeah, they not sisters. That's their wife.
That's
they married.
Wife. That's my baby. That's my wife.
Well, you know that
we's married.
If I'm the sister, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Just saying. But 13 inches, where did that come from? I must have missed a whole lot. Oh yeah, 13-inch heels, my bad. You know them heels high as hell? You know that's about a foot of stripper heel, baby. Y'all better go watch P.Valley. That's about a foot of stripper heel right there. I don't care. If you like working on cars, ladies, learn how to work on cars. Because let me tell you what, somebody always gonna need somebody to check their car. Everybody can't go buy a car new off the lot, but they sure need somebody to come fix it if it break down. You like working with your hands, learn how to build something. I'm on HGT all day, HGTV all day, and I trust me when I tell you, people who build shit are working. If you good with stuff, be anything. If you do some hair. Women, we want to look pretty. Learn how to be a barber. You ain't got to do women's hair. If you like the way, if you do, look here.
No, she's on nursery.
Do not let anybody hold you hostage. Don't let money hold you hostage with your family or anybody else. I found out that beside the smart stuff, I am very good at bartending. I'm good with people. I'm very good in the restaurant. I don't know why, but I am. And you can make money doing that. Yeah. And I'm good at it. And you can make money. Don't let anybody tell you you got to sit at home and take care of your children if they in school. What is you taking care of? You can't clean the house for so much. And once that's done, you just sitting there looking at the house till it get dirty again. Baby, you better go out and find you something to do, get you some money. Don't let somebody tell you, I'm going to take care of you. Because there are going to be times when they have to. Like now. I feel some kind of way. Because I can't do the things that I do in the holidays. I can't contribute the way I used to. Because I can't work. Now my baby told me, I got you. I got you. But I feel some kind of way because I can't. But when I can, I do. Because if something happened to her, I got to be able to hold it down. I put you in your family. Hey, Addie. Get Wilson. Thank you. I want to come to Niagara Falls. I want to see Niagara Falls. But it's got to be in the summertime because it's cold as hell up there. I don't want to do it cold. But I want to be on the falls, you know, the water hits you. I want to do that. I don't know why people go there for a honeymoon though, because that seems like that'd be like something like a family vacation. But I'm completely off topic. Has nothing to do with what we're talking about. All right. But yeah. You are never too old to start over. You're never too old to do anything. I know, Phyllis, but it's just me. It's me. And when she said that the other day, I was like, I think I cried a little bit. And that's why every now and again, I'll be sitting here and I'll just bust out and tell her how amazing she is and how much I appreciate what she does. Food stamp plug say, let's go play bingo, y'all. You want me to pass this over to the bingo? Bingo hall starts and how they do it at the bingo hall? You got 20 minutes to get your food. Make sure you get all your snacks because you ain't going to be walking around in my bingo, okay? Everybody got to be quiet. Like, zip it. Hi, sugar. How you doing? Lisa? I know she will. That's the problem. But I want y'all to know your word. Ladies, you are beautiful. You are strong. You recovering? That's what's up, baby. You are wonderful. We have babies. We hold it down. We have ancestors. We have ancestors going back thousands of years that we can look up to and hold our head up. We should never drop our head and hold our shoulders down because of a situation we are in now. We are worthy. We are wonderful. We are beautiful. We are stunning. And we should stand on the pedestals that we think we should stand on. Men, you are amazing, glorious. Your shoulders hold us up when we need it. You stand in the background and you push your queen forward. We look back to you to go forward. Men and women that are in this chat, let no one diminish your shine. Everybody, you should feel like a unicorn just threw up all over you. You should be sparkles and rainbows every day, all day. Every time you walk past the mirror, you should look back and go, oh, yes. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you look like. If you get up every morning and make sure the day starts and you make sure everything is taken care of, then you know you are worthy. If you ain't feeling 100, but you give out 100 and pretend, you know you're worthy. Thank you, Phyllis. Thank you, B-Lady. Did I say that right? Yeah. B-Lady Apiary. I like that. I'm a wordy person. I like words. They used to be a game. So I wasn't a normal kid when everybody else was like playing like jacks and shit. I was getting out the dictionary learning how to play spell words. So my mama used to say, nothing but clothes get old. And clothes don't get old anymore. Yup, so don't. I got some stuff I done had longer than Nick. The reality is that we have made it through this year. And this year was some kind of psycho zombie movie going on. I don't even know. Y'all don't see the unicorn tree sitting next to me? Y'all know I'm gonna work the unicorns in. And people ask me why I like unicorns. Because at the end of the day, you should have a little fantasy. a little fantasy. You should secretly like a little sparkle. Asian. Now let me play devil's advocate because I know someone else right now. The woman is very demeaning to her husband and making him feel like shit, like she is driving away, so he cheated.
I'm laughing at Phyllis. She said you squeezed that unicorn in.
I sure did. You squeezed the unicorn in the bag? Y'all know I didn't put this unicorn in bed, right?
I said, put your unicorn beside you.
Y'all know I didn't put this over here by myself, right?
You ain't making me put it away.
And I didn't make her put it over here. She over here to make sure it can light up. It's so soft. The head is so soft, y'all. Anyway.
Can you show me the tree?
Oh, they don't see it? Oh, I thought they could see it was a tree. All right, so. It's a unicorn.
That's cute. I thought it was just a light up unicorn.
Nope, it's a tree. What had happened was, my coworker was in Walmart and saw it and sent me a text saying, I saw this and I thought of you, and I showed it to baby. And I said, you know, you can roll over there and grab me one if they still got one in Walmart. You know, I was just messing with her. I think she was going to do it because I already got 2 trees still in the box around here somewhere they ain't put up. So, so she brought me the tree and I cried a little bit for that too. So, y'all know I am. Back up to what Asia said. I'm of a dual mind with that situation. I don't ever believe in a relationship you should deny someone sex or use sex as a weapon, men or women. I don't think when you get mad with your spouse, you can say you ain't getting none. I don't think that you think that a present is your coochie or your dick. You know what I'm saying? Like some birthday sex, some Christmas sex. I don't think none of that. I think that if you do not have sex with your spouse, and it is not because you can't. If you physically are ill for some reason and for an extended period of time, you cannot have sexual intercourse with your spouse, that's one thing. That's one thing. But if you mad about some kind of way your spouse didn't read your mind and now you decided that they can't have sex for a month, the reality is, and y'all know when I say bitch, I'm talking about men and women. What you don't do, like Monique said, another bitch will. You cannot keep telling your spouse that, no, I'm mad with you. No, you can't get none. Or I'm tired. I've been at work all day. Men's reasons for not giving it are different. I'm tired. I ain't been at work all day. I've been at work all day. You just been here at the house. Or I'm mad with you about something you might have said 13 years ago, so you can't have sex for the next 2 months. What you don't do, another bitch will. Now, is it right? Nope. Because neither one of y'all are right in that situation. You pushing your spouse away, you pushing them away, pushing her away, and pushing and pushing and pushing, and you deny them affection because sex is just not intercourse, people. Cheating is just not about fucking. It's after 10 o'clock. Should nobody who shouldn't hear this be up. Or at least on my turn. Sex is not just about fucking. There's a certain level of intimacy that comes with a sexual relationship between the spouses. It's not just about the actual intercourse itself. It's about the affection. And when you deny intercourse, you deny affection. You stop the pats on the booty. You stop the kisses in the hall. You stop rubbing up against them in the kitchen. You stop laying your head on their chest when you're watching TV. You stop the intimacy when you stop the sex. And then you assume that this form of punishment is going to be well received by a grown-ass person. It's not. Now, should you just leave their ass? Sure should. I don't want you to break your vows, not because you're breaking your vows, not because of them, but because of you. If you have stuck it out and you have tried and you have begged your wife or your husband, baby, please hug me, kiss me, touch me, and you can't get it, and you have done everything you can possibly do, what you don't do, I'm going to say one more time, another bitch will. But I'm not just talking about sex. I'm talking about another person will kiss them. Another person will text them, I love you. Another person will send them cute little notes. Another person will hold their hand. Another person will make them feel wanted because, yes, RJ, it's the mental connection. Sex is easy. Let me tell you something. I had a friend when I was in college. I had a lot of my friends were dudes. I wasn't having a whole lot of sex in college. I dated 2 dudes when I was in college. But a lot of my friends were guys. And one of my friends told me, he was a football player. He was silly as hell. He told me, he said, pussy ain't got no face. Sex is easy. Sex, you don't even have to get all the way undressed. All you got to do is make sure the hole is available. And that's it. It is the intimacy that goes with the sex. It is the little things that lead up to sex. And when you cut somebody off, you cut them off from that as well. Ain't nobody, let me tell you something. I'm sure people have married their best friend, but ain't nobody married their homeboy or their homegirl. You are their best friend because they're in love with you, and that is it. And you are their end and their beginning. All they want is you. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, you start using sex as a weapon and a punishment. People will get enough of that. It's only so much that love can take before it starts looking elsewhere. There's Thank you, Asia. There's only so much. I told my ex-husband I don't want what we once had. I need the caring part that got lost along the way. Yes. You can't lose the things that you did to get the person once you got the person. You can't lose the staring at their booty. Always want to touch them. Got to kiss you before you leave the house. Got to kiss you when you come in the house. Sending them text messages that ain't got nothing to do with nothing just because you thought about it. That all leads up to sexual intercourse. You can masturbate and bust a nut, but you can't kiss yourself on the forehead. You can't stare at your own ass to distraction. You can love yourself, but you ain't in love with yourself. Somebody else does that. And it's that feeling of every time you hear their voice, you get a little flutter. You get a little tingle. Get a little wet. Because that person does it for you, does everything for you, hits all your notes. Now all of a sudden you stop.
Y'all need to go in timeout.
Now all of a sudden you stop doing this stuff. And you expect them just to sit there and look at you in that crazy. And not wonder, what you doing? Why you not touching me? Why you not holding my hand anymore? Why you not kissing me? Why you not loving me like you used to? And trust me when they tell you, they will find somebody. There is somebody out there who wants your shoes. So it's like, okay, he cheated. Why? Oh, you left that part out. Don't always assume the man did something. She was manipulative and used sex as a weapon, but she left that part out when she was telling it. Yeah. You can't expect people to read your mind. Very few people are psychic. If you got a problem, tell them what the problem is so they can fix it. If you don't, let me tell y'all something. And I can't reiterate this shit enough. If you don't want to be there anymore, don't hold on to me talking about you don't want to hurt my feelings. Don't hang on to me because we got some kids. You can be a daddy or a mama from next door. You ain't got to be in my house to do that. Don't think you're sparing my feelings by lying to me that you don't want to be here anymore. Let me grieve the loss of my relationship, get to a good place with you, and move on. Don't have me hanging on thinking that we in love when all the while that this bitch I'm sitting over here talking to is sleeping in my bed when I ain't there. And don't get mad if you sit up there playing games with your marriage when somebody else decides they want to be where you at. And you done open up the door, open up the screen door, and turned on the welcome light. Cheating is not a mistake. I've been divorced before and married. You can always tell when the marriage is over. Trust me. Good night, Natalie. Yep, you can tell it don't feel the same. Right. Let me get over the hurt. Don't let me sit there stupidly day after day after day after day with somebody who doesn't want me like they used to want me, with somebody is not giving me what they used to give me, and I'm sitting up there wondering, what did I do to make this happen? Cheating is not a mistake, people. It is a planned activity. In every single occasion, it is a planned activity. Whether you made your spouse cheat or not, it is a planned activity. There's no mistake in it. Every time somebody says cheating is a mistake, I get pissed off. Because at any kids in the house, folks hang on for their kids when they're dying inside. Yes, your kids, and let me tell you something. We talked about that earlier, B-Lady. Your kids know you dying inside. And the older they get, the reality is they're going to sit up there. Yes, Blackbird. The reality is you're going to sit up there and make your kids dislike one of the parents. Because you sitting up there thinking it's better for them if we just going to stay together for the kids. They almost out of the house. Okay, but now they're out of the house. But you still ain't went nowhere. Because I'm used to this house. I don't want to move to another house or whatever. Let me tell you something. Change will not kill you. People don't like it. People fight it. But change won't kill you. But sitting there every day, getting smaller and smaller and smaller in your relationship, feeling less and less and less like yourself, no longer shining, no longer sparkling, because you are sitting there in a relationship that is not for you anymore. You are justifying the things you are doing as opposed to just getting up saying, baby, we got to talk. I can't do this no more. I love you, but I ain't in love with you. And we ain't been in love for a long time. I don't know if you cheating, but you know what? I'm not mad if you are. When you ain't mad if they cheating, when you wish they got another girlfriend, and I mean for real, you know it's time to go. Stop diminishing yourself. make somebody else shine. That's not how it goes. That's not how it works. I lose nothing by helping Leilani get to where she needs to be. I know that don't sound like it do what I'm talking about, but it do. I lose nothing by helping her with videos, backing her up on. I lose nothing. It does not take away from me 1 second of my life if she is growing and doing better than me and I help do it. I love to see everybody shine. I love to see people that I know get better and better and grow and grow. And I don't care if I ain't where yet. But I am happy where you at. The same thing in a relationship. You're going to keep folding yourself in on yourself until you're nothing. And you will just accept anything. Don't do that. Unfortunately, many times it's women who are not prepared to live on their own and are afraid to go it alone out in the world. Heck, I took the house, my son, his dream, and went right. That's funny. But you're correct. But that has a lot to do with generations. That has a lot to do with a lot of women. That is what we're taught. We are taught to take care of the home and have somebody else take care of the home for us. And have somebody else bring the money in. That's what we're taught. We thought we were supposed to be trying to wife and mom. My grandmother taught me I'm supposed to be whatever the hell I want to be. But I'm going to go learn how to do it. So did. That was tough. And I have a son. So I teach him to take care of himself. And I have a daughter who has been taught to take care of herself. Dependent, that's right. Strong women always lift each other. Yes. But it's the same in a relationship. A relationship is the same way. If we are not lifting each other up every day, if we are not saying I love you and that's my baby, and you don't feel that every day, and it gets smaller and smaller and less and less and less and less, and you sit up there keep trying to make excuses and trying to figure out what you did and what you can do to make it better. You can either sack up their shit and put it outside, or sack up your shit, put it in the car. Do not sit there marinating like a steak in mess. You are not helping your kids out. Your kids do not want to see you miserable and crying. Your kids don't want to see you going through your spouse's phone. Your kids don't want to go up to their room every time he come in the house or she come in the house late because y'all about to fight about where they work.
Well, we awakened argument.
Right. Your kids don't want to be finally with the bed. You finally got the little bad ass to go to sleep, and then all of a sudden y'all cussing each other out because one of y'all decided that it was okay to do whatever the hell you wanted to do. You don't stay in a relationship with kids. You don't have kids to make a relationship. You don't hope that you can make the relationship after you get married. You don't sit up there and play with that. Marriage doesn't fix anything. Kids don't fix anything. Hell, cheating don't fix nothing. Because now you got 2, 3 motherfuckers you got to take care of. Now you got to worry about these people you cheating with calling your house, coming to your house, coming up to your job. You got to worry about what your kids going to see, what your family going to see, what somebody going to tell your spouse. And Facebook, social media, Instagram, Snapchat, now you can't do shit. So now, not only are you breaking down one person, you damn near killing yourself. All in the name of some extra ass. when all you gotta do is get the hell out. You do not have to be in the same house to love and parent your children. You do not have to be at the same address. You don't. Agent. Being a hold on, wait. All right. He said, when I got married the second time, I got my butt in college to get my degree so I would be in a better shape just in case, even though I had a way better man. That's what's up, B lady. So many times the children get overlooked. They always get overlooked. Because you think that what you're doing by settling is helping them. But it's not. Your kids want you happy. At the end of your day, your kids don't want to see your mama, your daddy fussing and arguing and cussing each other out. At the end of the day, if y'all do it right, your kids will get over it and keep on going. Being emotionally and mentally drained every day. Kids can't even sleep because y'all arguing again. Can't even be happy Thanksgiving or Merry Christmas. Kids don't even care about the holidays no more. Yep. Children feel your hurt. They just don't show it. They sure do, Addie. When I got married the second time, I knew I was also marrying a stepfather for my children, and he had to be fantastic one for sure. Yes. Yes. Children are resilient little beings. They bounce back. But you gotta treat them as such. If DC didn't love Nick like she loved Nick, then it wouldn't be no Lisa and DC. But DC and Lisa, obviously. Because I can't do that to him. If somebody tell you I don't really think I want any kids, that's all I need to hear. But even if I was with his dad, I'm not just going to sit there and be miserable while my baby is asking me what's wrong and wiping my tears. That ain't his job. When I was 15, my friend used to come to my house when her parents got into it. Now I'm 55 and some people haven't gotten the message yet. Hey, Danielle. Baby, this message has been going on for years. I done said all these words that I done said over the past 2 hours, and guess what? Somebody might find peace and solace in it, but the reality is somebody is going to marry somebody they're not in love with. Somebody is going to have a baby with somebody they don't even know his last name. Somebody is going to hope and pray that this child will make him act like a man. Some man is going to hope that if I buy her enough stuff, if I make sure she has everything she wants, she will love me. And that is eternal and it is forever. But if I can get one person not to do any of those things, then I'm cool with the past 2 hours. If I can get one person to recognize his or her worth and what they deserve, then I'm cool with the past 2 hours. If I can get one couple to realize that they do not have to sit there and be miserable in the name of what my kids, that I need to take care of my kids, then I'm cool with the past 2 hours. Because the reality is that as long as people exist, it is going to be somebody who loves one person more than the other person, and they're going to take advantage of that situation. It is always going to be somebody who thinks a child will make their situation better. It is always going to be someone who thinks that a marriage is a band-aid for their problems. Children always come first no matter what. I just seen the title, girl. I just had the conversation with my nonchalant baby. Wow, Wow, I've heard of those actions, Lisa, and I have wondered what is behind them. Having babies to reel in a man is a no-go tactic. Yes. Here's the thing. Men knock up women too, on purpose. Purposefully. So they can be in their life forever. That don't necessarily mean they want to be with them forever. But they want to make sure. I dated somebody off and on for 11 years. And every time I got away from some kind of way, he found my telephone number and where I worked at. I would look up and his ass would be standing there. Up until the time I got pregnant with him. And I met him when I was 27. That was 10 years. Up until the time I got pregnant, I was done. I was done with him having, we was together, and I think he had 4, 5 babies while we was together, 4 or 5 different women. He married a girl. Girl bitches called my phone and coming to my house to pick him up. But he wanted me to have a baby. And just by God or whoever you believe in, I didn't get pregnant. I got pregnant when I was supposed to, and not by him. I have a question. How can a man not go? Let me tell you something, baby. First of all, not as many women on birth control for birth control reasons as you think. That's number one. Number two, birth control is not 100%. The only thing is 100% is not having sex. Number three, men punch holes in condoms just like women do. Thank you, Phyllis. That's fine, Phyllis. Yes. This is how a man knocks up a woman. I love you. I want you to have my baby. That's it. Can you imagine having sex with somebody and this is the person that you've been wanting, that you've had your eye on, and you a good catch, got a job, going to school, taking care of yourself, no kids. But this person, he ain't ready to settle down yet. But he knows that at some point, somebody gonna come scoop your ass up, and he ain't gonna have nothing to do, and he gonna be done with it. So he gonna wound you. Take you out to dinner, tell you how beautiful you are. Grab a rose from the 7-Eleven on his way to your house. And y'all gonna have sex with a condom a couple times. And then one day, he gonna come in the house. And he's gonna be like, I really don't want to use a condom anymore. I really want you to have my child. You stupid. I really want you to have her. I really want you to have her. And she's gonna be like, but you know, it's not just babies. You know I'm clean, baby. And right then and there, you think that you have got your man. Oh, got him. He yours. And that's that first night y'all do it without a rubber. Now maybe you don't get pregnant, but you ain't wearing no more condoms. So 3-4 months from now, you gonna try to wonder what's wrong. I don't feel right. You ain't quite got to throw up yet. You got the I don't feel right. You got the yep. You got the I don't feel right. You got the why? I got the fit. You got them. And then one morning, you're nauseous and you throw up. And you faking anything but pregnant. Because you were so good with the birth control. He pull out, make it so bad. You got the ones that just, I can't wear condoms. Oh, hold on. I got some other ones too. You got the ones, I can't wear condoms. I can't feel you, girl. I will pull out. I know when I'm about to come. I don't like the way they feel. And you got the same feelings as the girl who thought she got a man. You got that feeling. I don't feel right feeling. And then one morning you throw up and you like, shit, wonder what I ate last night. Baby. I was like, I don't despise that in men. That's why I use 3 or 4 at once. But when you do that, you're also sleeping with every yep. But they don't think like that, Bird. That's not what they thinking about. That's not what they thinking about. They're not thinking about they sleeping with all the men and women that they done slept with. All they thinking about is the prize that they about to win. Let me tell y'all something. Every woman that is baby mama number 5.
Oh, that.
Yeah, 5.
Not 2.
Every woman that is baby mama number 5 is the 5th woman who said, my child is going to make him stop being a hoe. You hear what I said? Hey, Ice Ninja. Every woman that, I'm going to say 5. I just go to 5. But every woman that is baby mama number 5 has said the exact same thing that baby mama 1, 2, 3, 4 said. This baby gonna make him be man. This baby gonna make him be man. Cause ain't no way in 4 hells what? And one of them babies, Danielle, you said he gonna act right. No, he not. He was gonna act right with the first girl he knocked up. He was gonna act right with the second girl, and the third, fourth, fifth, seventh. Hell, y'all remember the boy they was talking about was 21, had 26, or 26 had 21. Whatever. Watch Maury. Pull up Maury on YouTube. It'll be 2 women sitting on the stage. Baby mama number 6 and 7. Baby mama number 8 and 9. Baby mama number 10, 11, 12. All right, I ain't through with the women now. I ain't leaving y'all out of this situation. He used a condom faithfully. You telling you on the pill, but those are chiclets or baby aspirin or some shit. Them your friends' old pills. He ain't gonna look in there and look at the expiration date. Shit, he don't know. But he still used the condom faithfully because it's men out there that ain't got no problem strapping up. And that's why I tell y'all something. Play with me if you want to. I told Nick when he got older, I told him, I didn't tell him he was young. I just told him to always have a condom. But I told him when he got a little older, you bring the condom to the party, you put it on, you take it off, and you flush it. She can't, don't let her put it on with her mouth, that's a lie. Don't let her pull one out of her pocketbook, it's got a hole in it. And don't just throw it in her trash, because trust me when I tell you, lesbians all over the world have made babies out of condoms and toots and turkey bacon. Let me do it too. If I can just get pregnant, he'll be mine. If I can just get pregnant. And now here you are. You got this baby, and you got to beg this man to talk to you on the phone. All of a sudden, you a hoe. And you give it to everybody. All of a sudden, it ain't his baby. It is. I never understood trying to keep somebody that didn't want to be kept. I don't understand it. I never understood that. I never understood buying a person until they, you know what I'm saying? I never understood. I had a friend that ate my baby mess food on her. Yep, yep. Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. That's what my grandma told me back in the day when I was growing up. I don't care if it's your husband. Mama's baby, Papa's maybe. That's universal himself. At the end of the day, no matter how you got the baby, you are 100%. Even if you have a husband, you carry it, you birth it, you feed it, you grow it up, you worry about it, you lose weight over it, you pull your hair out over it, and your husband sitting over there getting fat, and his hair just falling out because he's gonna be bald anyway. Yep. Bottom line. Like the big lady said, these children gotta be taken care of. We gotta just stop having kids. We gotta stop trying to keep people that don't want to be kept. We gotta stop trying to be somebody for somebody, be something we're not, so that somebody we want will want us.
Shut up, Zeke.
It's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up something you're not. I never had an issue. Thank God. I got sick after eating. He made me get the pregnancy test. I was so shocked. I ain't seen the doctor for the first 3 months. I just on the divorce court, man had 20. Judge Lynn told him to name them all. He was able to name most of them. Each lady he believed that he was daddy. Yeah, I seen that. I think I seen that one. The kids are gonna come first, but that's a situation you ain't gotta be in. Pregnancy is 100% presentable. Pregnancy, hold on, let me say this. Pregnancy with somebody that you're not 100% certain of is 100% preventable. Don't have sex with them. If you're not 100% certain about this dude, keep your coochie to yourself. If you heard the word on the street about this girl, put your dick somewhere. If you are not ready to be a married person, don't get married. If you know you a hoe, be happy with your wholeness, but don't bring nobody else into that. Don't make yourself small. Don't change yourself. Don't try to be something you're not, so that somebody that you have feelings for will have feelings for you. And stop thinking that your feelings that you have mean anything to anybody other than yourself. Your feelings are your feelings. Period. Point blank. End of discussion. Your feelings are your feelings. Your feelings of love for another person may not be their feelings. And you can't be mad with them because they don't feel the same way you do. Because hell, you don't even know why you feel the way you do. You just know that you do. Don't sit there in a relationship and let somebody make you feel. Don't let somebody make you ask the questions, what did I do? And what can I change about myself so they won't cheat on me, so that they won't leave me? And if you stay, shut up. Don't be crying to your friends talking about he out with that hoe again. Don't be sitting up there wanting sympathy and wanting people to pat you on the back because the person that they told you not to marry, you married, and then he did exactly what he was doing before. When your friends and your family tell them, she don't love you, dog. Not for real. She like what you do, but she don't love you, dog. Don't get mad when she treats you exactly the same way after you get married, like she did before. Take responsibility for yourself and get the fuck on. If you need to be on welfare to raise your children, get on okay. Tell them it is not what you want for them and raise them differently. Get in church and teach them about God. Yep. Yes. Yes. Both Danielle and B. I said yes, but yes. Don't complain if you ain't going nowhere. And stay away from me and concentrate on you. Yes. Thousands of children lose their life every fucking year because people keep bringing these random ass motherfuckers around their kids. You are pregnant with a baby, you got an infant by somebody else, and you got some random ass dude in your house, and you come home and your baby dead. You see somebody to watch your kids, so you think this girl over here who's in love with you and don't want you to be with no else ain't gonna take shit out on your kids. Everybody don't love you that say they love you. And ain't nobody gotta love you the way you love them. Stop making that a feeling. Stop making that a thing. Ain't nobody gotta feel what you feel. Them your feelings. Get it together. Find somebody who feels for you the way you feel. And you won't have to ask no questions. You won't have to ask your homegirl. You won't have to post shit on Facebook. You won't have to have no fucked up statuses. You won't have to do anything. Wait. You do not have to rush into a relationship because you feel like you should be with somebody. Wait until somebody loves you the way you deserve to be loved before you pop your ass into a relationship and call somebody your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Don't rush to have kids because you feel like somebody told your clock should be ticking. There's a reason you ain't got no kids. And if you do have children, make sure that you understand that the only person, like I said earlier, in this world that you have to sacrifice for is your children. Not your family and not no man or woman. But them kids you brought into this world, that's a different story. Now that is the go off music. That is the we've been on here almost 2.5 hours music. Focus on you, yeah. What Asia said. That was me going over everything. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. We've been on this live 2.5 hours. I need a nap. I want to thank my co-hostess with the mostest, Miss Leilani's Kitchen. If you have not hit that channel up, make sure you hit that channel up. Leilani, post something in the chat so that anybody who is not already a part of your family, they can go be a part of it. I want to thank everybody. I can't even talk. I want to thank everybody who's in the chat, Asia, all my mods, everybody who I love you guys. Thank you guys. Make sure you hit the like button if you haven't already hit that like button. Comment down below, whatever you want to comment. Share this video, because I promise you, a hit dog go holler. And make sure, if you just happen to be coming across this video, subscribe. I do this shit all the time. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Asia said do some thoughts for tomorrow. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video go live, you guys can be there. Tomorrow we have bingo. What is that? Oh, I like that.
Remember I told you my grandma said she was mailing me something purple?
That's cute. All right, we got bingo tomorrow, you guys. Yep, Susan, you sure can. We got bingo tomorrow at 7:30. I want to believe. So we will see you guys tomorrow. You know, we may go live. We random like that. We love you so much. Thank you, Bomb Squad. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. It is 11 o'clock my time. Love you guys. This your girl Lisa.
And decent Kool-Aid.
We out.
Peace out.
Coming in, yeah, bless. I just wanna play, yeah. LA BB with the running play.